Hello everyone. Several members recently asked us to share our methods of forecasting stocks, and we decided to produce several educational videos on real stocks. In this video, I will analyze and forecast natural gas from the perspective of Japanese candlesticks, technical analysis, and Elliott waves. I will walk you through step by step from creating a chart to drawing the conclusions. As the whole process is long, I will make two videos. Part 1 will cover candlesticks and technical analysis, and in part 2 we will discuss Elliott waves and coming up to conclusions. So let's begin. We have a chart of natural gas, and recently we had the end of the year, which means that we can analyze annual, semi-annual, quarterly, and all stocks on all larger frames. So let's prepare the chart for that occasion and start one by one. So this is going to be our daily stock. This is going to be the weekly chart. So the next will be the monthly. We can do quarterly, then semi-annual, and the last one will be the annual. But we will start top to down, and we will start with the annual candles. All right, so once we look at them, so what do we see? What do we have? First of all, we can see that it was a large correction started in 2005, and perhaps this move is still not done. But we will discuss it later with Elliott waves. So what do we have about candles? So first of all, we are seeing. Okay, so let me start adding some visuals here. So we are seeing that the candles are somewhat bottoming, and there is a chance that we hit the bottom or about to hit the bottom. So the next, the last red candle, and we had a green one. So technically, it was a thrusting line in year 2020, or the candle also can be viewed as a morning star. And the second candle after that, it's a green, it's a large green one in 2021 that just finished. And we are looking at these two closely. So first of all, we can see that the green candle closed above the high of 2020, and it also closed. Okay, so this is it closed at 373, and the high of 2019 was 372.2. Oh my God! So it was just 0.8 pips higher than the high of 2019, which means that we have a bottom, at least a strong bottom. And the expectation in this case that our year 2022 should end higher. The green candle, how big is gonna be? We don't know, but yeah, we can try to estimate it later with Elliott waves. So this is the candles. We have a yearly bottom, and let's add some indicators here, and we'll see what's going on. All right, so we can see that the trend trying to the natural gas is trying to establish a trend. It is closed the year above the 8 exponential moving age average, which is a green line on my chart. and we can see that it is moving high. However, the volume was not that great. The volume is moving down, and we can see that parabolic SAR is also bearish for now. Well, again, the candle is saying that we should expect a green year of 2022. How it's fluctuates, whether it goes very high or very low, we don't know. All we know, and we should remember at this point, that 2022 is going to be a green year. All right, so this is the yearly. Now moving to semi-annual. Semi-annual has a very distinctive candle. So this is in 2021. In the last 6 months of 2021, we had a gravestone doji. This is a very strong bearish candle. And if you can see, usually these gravestone dojis, they resolve down, they push the stock down. So this is another doji. This is another gravestone doji. You can see that after them, stock typically moves down, and we probably should expect something here as well. Gravestone doji gives us an opportunity to measure the perspective move. So it usually is of the size of the upper wick. So if we do this, okay, so we measure the upper wick, and then we and then we duplicate this measure. We are seeing that possibly natural gas can go as low as $1. It's $1, and it might happen very soon, or it might happen over a period of time. Like in this case, you can see it's uh, in the previous cases, it took three, 4, 6 months periods. So that's an opportunity here in general, and it will require a lot of waiting. But we know that in most cases, the gravestone doji resolves down. This is what we can get from this chart. Let's add some technicals and see whether we are standing. So we, for now, the chart is showing the candles are above the 8 exponential moving average line, and so far it looks like the trend is bullish. However, I would like to note that the gravestone doji was made on a higher volume than the previous green candles, and well, the chances that it that price moves down are somewhat higher. And well, we should also consider the Bollinger Bands here, and they might be the stopping boundary for the move here. Well, the Bollinger Bands are about 1.7. All right, so this is something that we will remember. Okay, moving to the next chart, the quarterly. Let's bring it in. So the quarterly, again, we have a very distinctive pattern here. The bearish engulfing in Q3. Well, that candle that typically doesn't require a confirmation, and it is considered very strong bearish. Well, sometimes it can be overturned, and the bullish forces are stronger. But in most cases, I would like to emphasize, and it doesn't require confirmation, the bearish engulfing resolves down like this one, or like this one, or this one. We can see that in all cases we have a strong move down. However, I would like to emphasize, not always the stock goes immediately down. It can move horizontally for certain period of time, and then only then it will move down. It will depend on multiple parameters. So let's have a look what we have here. So for now, the stock is bullish, still bullish, and it is still moving above the 8 EMA line. However, uh, well, there are some signs of deterioration, and yeah, we will see how the next quarter will end. And generally, I don't expect anything good or anything bullish after the bearish engulfing candles. All right, so this was quarterly. So what do we have on the monthly? Well, the monthly we have a beautiful pattern, not even two patterns. Okay, so the first one that we can see is the three black crows. Well, this is usually a very strong one that that is considered as a bearish continuation pattern. We have, and if we look at the even bigger picture, we have another one, and this is called a tower top. We have a very distinctive large green pattern, green candle, and the third candle here closes below this one, forming a tower top. Well, these two are usually most uh, the most strongest bearish patterns, and the question is just not how but when the stock goes down after such formation. All right, so and from technical perspective, okay, so from technical perspective we are seeing some deterioration here. So we see that the third candle moved strongly below the 8 exponential moving average and is sitting just on the 20s, on the 20 EMA. Well, we will see how the January ends. Some experience tells that this candle, the January candle, is probably gonna stay within between 8 and 20 EMA lines, and after 1 or 2 months of horizontal movement, it should resume its move down. This was the monthly. Let's have a look at the weekly that closed yesterday. How weekly is a weekly is actually bullish, and not it's clear that it's probably gonna move a little higher from here. We had a decline, and then we had a island formation here, and then we have a gap and gap upon opening, and the wick jumped higher, and it managed to close above the 8 exponential moving average on a higher volume. Perhaps we should see uh, some rally here, though it's difficult to say how large it's gonna be. We will monitor, because this candle, the weekly candle, is more like a spinning top rather than a continuation, rather than a bullish continuation candle. Well, we will monitor, and we will definitely analyze it from the perspective of Elliott waves, as we are getting to the point. All right, so this is weekly, and what about daily? How daily? We have a uh, very clean bearish harami. So we had the green candle, then we had large green candle, and then we have the red candle, which was made on Thursday, which is entirely within the body of the green candle. It's a definition of harami, and I would say it's quite strong. Let's add some technicals here, see how it fares on that perspective. All right, that's what I thought. Mm, so now, for now, we have uh, undefined state. The odds are definitely bearish, and it is supported by certain indicators. We are seeing, all right, so we are seeing some bearish crosses here, like 50 day moving average crosses the 100-day moving average. And the last candle, Friday's candle, is an indecisive doji that neither confirmed the bearish move nor rejected the bearish harami. So we are kind of in limbo here. And that's about it for from the candle perspective. And now, if we look at all of them together, so what do we have? Uh, we can we can summarize that natural gas is expected to decline based on the 6 months based on 6 months candle, quarterly candles, and monthly candles. It is expected to decline, and the decline is probably going to happen in the first half of the year. And the the length of the decline will be varying from $1 to about $1.70. That's our estimate based on various candles and Bollinger Bands. Remember, right? And once the bottom is hit, it is expected to rally into the end of 2022, and that would be higher than 373. Remember that the yearly candle is expected to be green, and potentially, in the best case, let's say if this stock drops towards $1, which is would be quite normal based on the gravestone doji. Potentially, in the best case, investor could enter around $1, and their gas investments in 2022 could triple or even quadruple. That's the summary that I can make from the candles, but we would like to confirm this in by Elliott waves, and this something that we're going to discuss in the next video in the part 2. And meanwhile, I would like to thank you for watching our first part where we covered the analysis of candlesticks and technical indicators. Please share your like and subscribe to our channel. And I would like to remind that in part 2, we will be discussing Elliott waves and coming up to an overall conclusion. Have a wonderful day and a very good weekend. Thank you.